What is good?
What's poppin'? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
We here. That's a fact.
You still in a food coma from the holidays? I am.
Dude, I just woke up. How was your holidays, man? How was everything over there for you guys, man?
Everything was good. It was rainy, like nonstop, and like over here on this side of the world, when it rains, it's kind of like scary.
Oh, that sucks.
But it's all good.
You had fun with the family.
We had fun. 100%. Drank a lot. I drank so much that like I thought that this podcast was 2 days sooner, and then woke up the next day still drunk, and I ran into the studio thinking that we were going to do this, but I
was around for all that.
And it's like I just like needed to get more sleep.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time I saw that message, I thought I was fucking up. I was just like, what? I have to run to the studio real quick. What the fuck? And then I was like, oh, man.
I don't drink. When I drink, I go in, and in the holiday seasons, I go in, and I prove that to y'all like this holiday season.
So we got my man Nick back here.
Blah!
The Grinch. My man's got a new YouTube channel. A little bit behind the scene type stuff. We're going to talk about that.
Grinch. That song's so
We're going to talk about how that man scared the living fuck out of me when I saw that Grinch video. That makeup game is stupid.
Insane, right? Insane.
So without you ready for this, man? Let's bring my man Nick out here. My brother from another mother.
Blah!
What up? Blah,
what is good, my guy?
What's up, guys? Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Same to you. I see that you're still in the festivities with those lights in the back.
You know it.
How you been, man? How's everything since the last time we talked, brother?
I'm good. Everything's blessed, man. Like right now, we're just in like the second part of this interview. The first part was like talking about some of the stuff I was doing, and now we're at the second part. The Grinch is out, Christmas album's out, niggas is singing in jazz, like YouTube channels out. So I'm just active, just staying active. That's the best word I could put.
That's beautiful, man.
That Grinch album is hella dope.
Yeah, thank you so much for
hella dope on so many different levels.
Right
How long did it take for the wifey to do the makeup on that?
Fuck, I was gonna ask that.
Yo,
she's real talk, honestly, like real talk.
She's so crazy at it right now that it literally took her like an hour 30 minutes to do it.
Wow.
It should take somebody a lot longer, but she's just been doing it a lot more recently. So she was like super quick with it.
Dude, my kids watched me watching your video after I reacted to it already, and they're like, they were just mesmerized. They thought it was like Jim Carrey in The Grinch. Like they thought like it was like legit.
Yeah.
And then my 5-year-old,
I had a few cases of people just like confused. They were like, "Is that the real Grinch makeup?" Like I don't understand.
So
it was that good.
Bro,
so good.
And then you threw in that Jim Carrey bar in there.
Right.
That I lost it when you did that. I was like, yes, sir. Dude, the makeup game was crazy. The video was crazy. Lyrics, I don't even want to talk about that. Because you already fine.
Dude was spitting bars rapping in Dr. Seuss patterns.
You said that. I saw you said that in the reaction. I was like, see, Shakey gets it. I was like, Shakey, I need to fly Shakey out to be an executive producer on something because I need that mind behind me. This nigga gets it. Like 100%, though, yeah.
It was crazy. Like, nobody's like, people have done Dr. Seuss sort of kind of shit before, but nobody bar patterned in a Dr. Seuss book like you're reading your kid a bedtime story.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
And like that's so
like,
you had the visuals.
I'm a huge fan of the Grinch. Like, just to start off, like, I love the actual Grinch, the cartoon. I grew up on it. That was Christmas. My mom would pull it out on VHS, and that's how we knew it was fucking December. So for me, like, I really wanted to, you know, mix in the cartoon like the Dr. Seuss book with the Jim Carrey feel, and I feel like we kind of did that. If you notice, like, I'm behind a actual Who house that my fiance actually did the set design for. So we like went back to the old cartoon with the new Jim Carrey makeup, and it's all out of love. You know, it's just like a tribute to the Grinch. You know, paying homage and shit.
Fire. That is.
And it was fun, dude. It was really fucking fun. Like, so much fun to do.
I told my wife, I was like, I for real, I need to go and hire her to do my makeup for fucking Halloween.
100%,
lit,
bro. 100%. She's gonna charge you an arm and a leg, but you're gonna look the baddest at the party. That's for sure.
Brother, she could charge me an arm, a leg, half a nut, and a penis. I don't care how much she charges me. With that type of detail that she does to her shit, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, she's and in my opinion, man, she's one of the best in the game, which is why I'm trying to feature her so much in my music right now. Because I'm like, man, you're bad at this, so let's just get it out there, like. And I'm winning with it. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, if it was meh, okay, but she's sick with it. So like you're not just keeping it in house; you're literally keeping it in house, which is 100%. Amazing.
100%. Yeah, I think that's like a cool part of my story and my music and my videos and my whole journey, that we just can just tomorrow morning look like some shit that you saw on Netflix or even in a movie theater. And you know what I mean? That combined with the music and the VFX, I'm like, I don't really see anybody doing it like we're doing it. You know what I mean? I just don't know anybody that's really doing it like us. So we're just gonna keep doing it like that.
Right. Now I got a question for you before the chat starts going crazy and starts asking away. This new channel that you got going on behind the scenes. Now, are we doing behind the scenes Nick Nittoli's not personal, but his life, or like behind the scenes of music videos, behind the scenes of all that?
Yeah, it's like all inclusive. It's going to be everything. So my life, we're doing a lot of vlogging right now. So right now, if me and my fiance go somewhere, we're grabbing the camera and just having some fun and making some laughs and stuff on the road and shit. So we have a bunch of footage like that. And then there's just like us hanging out with her family, us shooting the music video, her doing the makeup, me producing a beat. Like, it's everything, bro. It's just whatever you fuck with, you're going to find it in this new channel for sure.
That's crazy, man. I'm excited for it. Yeah. I'm like,
same. I'm stoked.
Yeah, maybe one day I go over there real quick and Vibe Reactions could be a guest star in one of the shit on that Nick's thing. Huh?
You know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
That's dope.
Now, music. Let's talk a little bit about music. First of all, did you? There's an idea out there, not an idea of this versus thing that I was hearing about. Maybe the YouTube community doing a versus. Are you want to be involved into that type of?
I gotta be honest with you, Vibe. Like, just to kind of give you an idea of who I am, like, I'm just a weird cat that kind of wants to not be included, but everybody knows that I should be included, or somebody should have asked me to be included for some shit like this. You know what I mean? I'm really not trying to do anything like that. I mean, if you hear my records compare and then hear the next artist, that's a YouTube cipher right there. And I killed the next nigga. So it's a YouTube cipher every time you skip over to another art. It's a versus every time you listen to somebody else and you listen to me. I'm killing them. I don't even need to ask nobody. But I understand as a fan and in your line of the broadcasting work, I understand why it's like, let's do this. I get it. But
I would love, because not only does it give you more exposure,
sure,
but you need to sit some of these motherfuckers down.
I agree. what I'm really excited for is someone to challenge me. You know, we talked about that last time. I mean, how long ago was it? It was like a month ago. I ain't got the inbox is empty, baby. We ain't got nothing.
Well, Shakey did tell me privately on Instagram. He did say that you can't grow hair here and you can't grow hair here. So it's all fucked up right there. So he was talking shit.
Yo, Ray, you got something right here. Wipe your lip, homie. You're talking a
Don't
little
even
bit
worry
too
about
much
it.
shit
Don't
right
even
now.
worry about that shit. Don't worry about that. I'll put you on blast. I need to see that. Let's see a battle.
But you feel me? Like that's what I like. For me, Eminem. Somebody came after him. Like Benzino came after him, and he had power. There was a reason why it mattered. He had the Source magazine. He had people in the streets talking. So like, it wasn't like he was just gonna mouth off, and M didn't have to respond. M had to respond to that shit. Oh, yeah. So I'm kind of waiting for someone who's got that validity. I'm like, and the guy wrote for Snoop Dogg and French Montana. I was on a national TV show. I'm on BBC News. If there's anybody out here that's like that with bars, come see me. And a problem with me, come holler at me.
Talk your shit.
I just haven't found it, Ray. I just haven't found it.
Talk your shit. You see, that's why I like when people here. I like when people talk their shit, when they know that they fire, and they nobody can tell them nothing. Like, I love that shit. There's a lot of people out there that need to get a little bit more in tune with themselves and understand that you fucking hot.
There's a lot of people that talk too much shit, but they can't back it up.
Facts.
And they just hide behind their keyboard. They hide behind their camera.
Agreed. And I just don't. I feel like I don't fit in that category. And I'm to be honest with you guys, I'm really genuinely excited for that because beefs are some of the best part of hip hop. So I can't wait. But I'm not going to start it. I'm going to end it. And you know that we talked about that last time. So, you know, I'm sending shots. I'm sending shots every time we get on this thing.
Nick, relax. Okay? Relax. Chill, bro. Like, fuck, man.
I'm telling you. Nobody's coming.
So the new channel that you just launched. Yeah. For people that go as soon as I finish talking, plug it away. Put it if you want to throw it in the chat, throw it in the chat. I'll pin it. Everybody make sure that when it gets into the chat to make sure to sub that channel. How often can people expect content to be posted on this channel?
There a lot, I would say probably weekly, if not bi-weekly, but there's about to be a surge of vlogs and a bunch of different content that's about to drop when the new year drops. So this is something that we've been planning for a little bit of time, and we've kind of already established some of the content for it. We know it's fire. We know it's funny and stuff. It's infectious. It's contagious. And I can't wait to roll it out. Like some of the stuff I actually like contractually can't roll out because it's a part of something else. But it's going to be a lot of new content. I'm stoked about it.
How far back is some of the content going from some of your previous projects?
I wish it was like all the way back now that we're here. You know what I mean? But you will see some like old makeup that she was doing for like the Beetlejuice video, some of the old sets that we put together, clips of us doing like Simpsons makeup and putting up clouds for the Simpsons music video and shit. Like, you know, some really cool behind the scenes shit. So my thing is like everybody's told me we don't have enough of that. So I'm like, here it is.
That's
sick. Awesome. That's wicked. So if you pop that in the chat, I'll pin the link to the channel. If you want to just throw the link in there.
Okay, sweet.
What's going on, everybody? Rude Knock, what is good, my guy?
What's
Marcus is in line. What's going on, people?
We got Nick live with
Nick Nittoli Part 2, baby.
Throw your questions in the chat. Y'all already know what it is on this channel, man. Y'all already know what it is and how we do over here.
Nick, I got a lot of your fans hitting me up when I'm sleeping, when I'm shitting.
I'm just hitting you with the link right now. I just put it in the private chat.
Okay, bet.
Chad, what's going on?
When you're on the shitter, when you're in therapy, you're outside the window.
I was literally about to push, and it was notifications. And
oh my God.
They told me, hey, it's like every song that I've already reacted to. I've mentioned it to them. I have a Nick Nittoli folder in my goddamn playlist.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, of course I do.
What's up, bro?
I was like, go. I got all the ones that ever requested me to react to.
All the reactions that you've done, you have them in a playlist.
I got him in a playlist.
That's what's up.
All you gotta do is hit Nick Nittoli, and you go see the Grinch, and you hit that motherfucker, and you got all of it.
I love it.
Now your fan base, how close are you with the newcomers that are coming to finally know who Nick Nittoli is and is joining your movement and all that? Are you really like hardcore like fans talking to them?
No. And the reason for that is because here's the reason for that, because my fan base was growing ever so steady before I got on BBC. And once I got on BBC, my shit was translated into every country, and I started getting hate mail and some love mail, but mainly hate mail from so many different people that I just I tuned off. I got off of like Instagram messages. You can't send me a message on pretty much anything. So I don't really have that much like direct contact. What I see is very limited. Like I don't go in my comment section. I don't go into YouTube. I upload and I'm out. Like that's just kind of how I roll. So just to kind of, here's the thing. I'm headstrong, but I'm also conscious that bullshit can affect you. So I don't let anybody in. I don't let anybody in my creative space, bro. Like, which is why you see so much content. Like nobody's fucking with my creative space.
No,
you feel me?
Not at all. Not at all. I saw this one motherfucker. He did the whole video in a closet. I'm like, this motherfucker does not know what he's doing. Like in a whole fucking closet. He had a one bulb on top of his head. You saw the clothes that he just wore in the last scene. Hemmed up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's just ridiculous. And I'm just like, on the creativity part of it, no, sorry. There ain't nobody gonna top your shit at all.
It's a double-edged sword because I'll get a message from somebody. I was literally talking to my fiance about this last night. Before we uploaded the YouTube shit, I was like, are you ready for the whole world to start seeing you and being, type some crazy shit? Because I'll get a message that says, hey, dude, you inspired me to do what I'm doing today. I wasn't going to get up today. Like, you know what I mean? Your shit is the reason I got up in the morning. Thank you so much, brother. And the next message will be, I fucking hate you. I can't. Where do you live, motherfucker? Like, I want all this crazy shit. So I'm like, it's a double-edged sword. So for me, it's like, as good as it is to receive some of that love, the hateful shit that I've received kind of outweighs that. I'm like, nah.
It's so true. I could get on my music, on my reactions, I can get 40 of the most positive comments ever. Sure. But I'm that cat that can get caught up in that one troll and just want to go blow for blow, but you can't. But like, so like it's easier to just delete, block, and not read. But like,
it's honestly, the easiest thing to do.
It's such a double-edged sword, man.
The easiest thing to do is just keep doing what you're doing and not even pay attention to it. Because
I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. I'm the first to admit that. All right, so I went to my comment section. Some guy told me he was gonna steal my pizza rolls and slap my dog in the mouth. I don't know what the fuck that meant, but for some reason I was like,
that sounds like something you would say in your reactions, though.
It was not no laugh out loud at the end of it with a laughing, crying emoji.
Right.
It was just straight up, yo, this is what I'm gonna do to you.
Yeah.
I don't know how to reply to that, so I just start talking shit back. So that's what I have a problem with that. I just go and I read it, and I was like, the fuck you mean Eminem didn't spit? And I'll just go 20 minutes because I'm like, no, if you are not listening, I'm going to make you fucking understand it.
Agreed.
Like, it is what it is.
100%.
You can't take the street out of the man. If you're gully, you're gully. And when you get under the skin, it's like, you got to be like, okay, I can't do this because like,
100%.
Like, it's just gonna get screenshotted and blasted everywhere.
I don't give a fuck. I told this one nigga, he told me you need to get better quality camera. I said, you better come and pay my fucking rent then. The fuck you telling me what I need to fucking buy, nigga? You ain't my daddy. What the fuck's wrong with you? And I'll just go at it with him for a good 20 minutes.
I'll take criticism from anybody who's uploading. Anybody who's doing this, I will take your criticism. You think this, you think that about my video, and you do this, and you get up every day and you shoot and you edit and you know what I mean? But it's the motherfuckers who don't do anything that want to talk
about. Don't understand it.
Who don't understand it and don't have work. I'm like, let me see your work. All right, you think Jukebox was shit. Okay, let me see your work. You see what I'm saying? And so you'll find that those are the people who talk the most because they really don't respect it, you know?
So I got a question from a creativity standpoint. And I'm just gonna go back to the Grinch because it's your most latest project that you've released.
Yeah,
On a
latest
track
and
like the
greatest,
Grinch,
man. Latest and greatest, baby. That's my
it's
best
lit.
one. That's my best one by far.
On a track like the Grinch, where you do the beat, the mixing and mastering, the video editing, and the story, while you're writing that track, are you also planning your storyboards for the music video in your head? When does the music video process start?
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be very real with you. We were super late on this, and so I had a day to go do the Grinch, and I actually did it in literally 4 hours. I wrote it, produced it, mixed it, and mastered it in 4 hours because we were running
smoking. I want some.
We were late on the video, and I was helping my fiance with some of the set design. I drew like this Mount Crumpet thing right here that you see. I had to like last minute help her out and draw some shit like this to just have around, just so it was like more who-ish.
Really?
And so we were running behind. And in that running behind, I had to just go to the house and fucking do my thing, like literally fucking 4 hours time, and I knocked it out. So
wow,
I was blessed. I'm blessed.
You wrote it,
musical gods on that one.
So
but
you wrote it, mixed it. You wrote it, mixed it, mastered it, and shot the video in 4 hours.
No. The video was a separate day. The song for the Grinch, though, yeah, that was 4 hours.
You banged out that track, including the mix and master, in 4 hours.
The Grinch voice, yeah, I did the Grinch voice, yeah. And that was just a last minute high ass decision. I was like, we're doing the video. I might as well have a song where I'm doing a Grinch voice if I'm going to be in Grinch makeup,
Wow. That's lit.
So, yeah.
That's lit. Yeah.
Very proud of that.
So you do have a life supply of Adderall then?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on any drugs, man. I'm just, we talked about this. I don't even drink. It's just all marijuana, man. Marijuana has charged me enough. Ray vibe.
That's why I kind of this special because I know I was gonna talk to my man's in them.
I hear, man.
I got you beat, brother. I got you beat.
Oh, okay.
This is the buffer.
Big Daddy Tank, though, right here.
You need to relax. You need to relax. I don't like the way you said Big Daddy Tank and looked at me. That was weird. That was weird as shit. So when are we getting the next? Like, I'm excited. Every time I see your video, I'm like so excited to see the next. Because you always up it. You always up what you do in your videos.
What she did was incredible on this one, and it really it changed my view of the whole project. Because there was moments where I was like, did we like recreate the Grinch? I was like, what the fuck is this? I mean, you understand we did this in a house. Like we didn't go to a studio. We did the whole thing in the house. So
in your crib.
Yeah, in the crib. I did the VFX to make it look like it was snowing and shit. Like the whole thing's done in the living room, bro. So for me, like it just changed the scope of things. So I have to kind of step back and think about what the next thing is going to be because I really want it to be. It's got to outdo the Grinch, and that was hard. That was hard to do. So this
time, don't do it in 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. The vlogging is the next thing right now. We're just focusing on the vlogging. And then come the new year, bro, I got probably the biggest news of my career to announce. Biggest.
All right, everybody log off. When they leave,
man, I wish I could. This is one of those things where I wouldn't even risk it just to anybody. My mama doesn't know, bro.
Wow.
So listen, I got something coming up on like right after the new year. That's the biggest thing. Fuck the TV show. Fuck everything I've done. Fuck Snoop. This is the biggest thing I've done. And I love Snoop. But I'm just saying, this is bigger than Snoop. This is like, so.
Wow.
So it's coming.
Huh.
So that's coming. And then more music and more videos and stuff. But right now, we're just focused on that, man.
So you do want to duet with Jesus because the way you're talking about it.
I mean, it's big words, man. I know I got big words.
You literally said I got something big coming and followed that up with fuck Snoop.
Yeah.
So it's got to be fucking monstrous.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. This is one of my biggest steps in my career, man. This is like one of the biggest things I've done. So I'm like, I'm focused on this and promoting this and just, that's it.
Man, dude, I'm fucking proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, man. Hey, man, I'm proud of you, man. I'm going to say the same thing as Shakey. I'm proud of you both. Right back at you guys, man. Appreciate it.
I'm all right. I'm okay.
I'm all right. I'm okay.
It's just like I love to see that type of shit that you got it from the mud and you did it on your own and you busted your ass and You're like the definition of hard fucking work.
Hey, Ray knows how to talk to me. Ray knew exactly what to say to get me all fucking smiling happily. I really appreciate that, bro.
That,
you know I do.
And that to me, anybody like that, bro, I 100% got my support, and I got the back 100% because that type of shit ain't easy, man.
Likewise to both you guys. Why do you think I'm happy to jump on and do this thing? I don't do this with that many people, if anybody, to be honest. So.
Man, fuck everybody else, man. Fuck them. Tell them I said it.
At the end of the day, there's so much bullshit going on everywhere right now that it's hard to come up and keep it real. It's hard to come up and keep it 100 and stay focused without getting sidetracked on a whole bunch of shit. So when you see cats more or less coming up, doing it the right way, doing it independent, it's inspiring. And it's like, it shows that like, if you push and persevere through all the bullshit,
100%,
you can do certain shit. And it doesn't have to just be in music. Because like, as we said the last time on the show, you wear 35 fucking hats.
100%.
Like from the mixing and mastering to the ghost writing to this. So it's like, you're a person who's in the industry, living in the industry, but came up in the come up and didn't get sidetracked. And 100%. So like there's a reason why we fuck with you. The music's great and all that stuff, but there's a reason why we rock with you, and it's just because that. Like you stand for something, and your movement is for something, and you're not just talking about drugs, bitches, and how much money you have. Like there's substance behind what you're doing, a movement behind what you're doing, and everything is planned and methodical. Because everything is intertwined with each other. So when one thing pops off, it's multi-tiered, and like it should be inspiring for all of your followers who are following you, trying to come up in the music industry, because they can see that you can stick to your guns
100%
and do it.
100%, man. I resonate with so much of what you just said. At the end of the day, like what I really want to be highlighted is not the highlights of my career, but how long I stayed and didn't run out of Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like we talked about last time, the TV show I was on was 10 years ago, and I'm still here grinding. And like, I don't have a feature with Drake coming out next week, but I'm still out here doing what I'm doing and running up the numbers. And you see what I'm saying? So like the drive and the passion and the outworking your talent is really what I want people to see. Like, okay, he might have talent and he might be able to do this or this, that, and the third, but he's a hard worker, man. He ain't gonna stop. Motherfucker's directing his own videos, editing them, mixing, mastering. And so those are the cats that I really respect, that I can tell either have talent and drive or are willing to get punched in the mouth and come back until they won the fight.
And most people are just willing to drop the mic and quit after they 100%. Catch one shot. And that's the whole bullshit.
Tough skin, bro. That's why go ahead.
We got a question from Eddie Joseph. What was you going to say?
I was just going to say, that's why, for me, man, when you look in the faces and the eyes of these other rappers, what you really got to think is like, who was the kid on the schoolyard who didn't come back after that punch? Because they look at me like, we're going to break you. And I'm like, I have the toughest skin out here. Do you know who I am? Like, nobody's going to break Nick Nittoli. I'm sorry.
That man said he's going to punch him in the jaw so hard it's going to look like his girl did the makeup for it.
So Eddie's got a question. As your project is growing bigger, are you thinking about hiring a team behind you?
Yeah, Warner Chappell bumping to Genius is the team. I'm signed, so I have a team technically, New Heights Entertainment is my management team. You know what I mean? They handle anything that's professional and requires a signature. That's them, so.
Bet. My homie Derek's in the house. What up, Derek? Got a couple questions for you. What does success look like in terms of measurement? What's the measurement for success?
Being better than you were yesterday and listening to your demos from 5 years ago and going, holy shit, I was terrible then. And I'm still and still being in Logic Pro or Pro Tools when you realize that, working on your new shit today, that's success in my eyes, Getting better. Continue.
And he turned that question into a 3-part question. And the third part is likes, tracks, bank balance.
And we ain't talking about money.
Yeah, I mean, listen, money, I know people that are just rich. Their family is rich. Their dad died and they gave them, a whole bunch of money and they're just rich. So you can never look at money and say that's success. A lot of people have success technically in their bank accounts right now and never left the fucking house, never done shit with their lives. So I don't measure money at all by you know what I mean? Or success at all by money. Tracks, I think tracks is how much music did you give us? You know what I mean? How many songs and how many albums? I think, it's not really a quantity or a quality question. It's a matter of how much do you love this? Like, how much could you not stay away from it? How much could you not stay out of the studio? Like, we know Eminem was just an animal. Like, he just continuously just wrote and produced. And, you know what I mean? Like, I respect him more than others, that dropped like 2 albums and got rich and never dropped anything on us again. Like,
that's a lot of those out there. A lot of those.
It's true.
What? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shakes.
Go for it. It's all good.
I'm going to go a whole nother way with another conversation. I love talking to Nick. Nick is an easy guy to talk to, man.
Vice versa, buddy.
All we need is a couple of beers, a couple of shots, and we good. Not you, Shake, because when you drink,
I go ham. When I drink, I drink.
I was hearing that you drank over the holiday. I was listening while I was muted in the broadcast in the back.
That man sent me the StreamYard request 2 days in a row. And I'm like, what are you doing? This is not the day, brother.
Dude, I sent it to
same
Nick
shit
too.
to
What are
me.
you talking about? I sent
He's
it
like,
to Nick.
yeah. I was like, wait, I thought it was, and he's like, yeah, it's tomorrow, right? And I was like, wait, what?
This man got me running out the bathroom butt ass naked thinking I'm late and shit. I'm like, what's fucking going on?
Same, bro.
Again, I don't drink often, but when I drink, I go hard. Like,
that's what that Jack Daniels
I drink. I pop bottles. And we finish them.
Well, when you pop bottles next time, turn your phone off. Just turn it off for a day or two, man.
Just don't drink a couple days before we do interviews because I'll forget. We got another question from the chat here. What's up, Heather? Heather's asking, what inspires you to write a song these days?
It's an interesting question because it's like not the normal things that used to. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't just pick up a guitar and start writing some shit. I'm like, hey, we're going to do this. There's a plan behind it. There's some money behind it. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But more recently, like patriotism, realizing that my country really matters and that my voice really matters and that, I can't be kept silent. So that's what inspires me to just keep at it. I know I'm pissing somebody off. You know what I mean? Like, who's important. And so I just keep going.
I get a lot of hate on when I react to your videos too, brother. They're like, why are you supporting this man? I was like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, relax.
I it's the same. I get hate anytime I react to you or Loza Alexander, I get DM'd on Instagram like no tomorrow with such hate mail, like I'm gonna kill you type shit, and it's like, go fuck yourself, man. Fuck you. Bro.
There's one guy.
I don't even care. I laugh at it. Just keep watching. Keep subscribing and letting the views go.
Right.
Hate all you want, as long as my views go up.
You know what I did? One guy sent me something saying, I know you say you live in Florida, some shit like that. He's like, I'm in Florida too. He like, if I see you, is on site. So I answered back, like, comment, subscribe, do all that. Yeah. Sent that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, man.
It's crazy, man. Like, there's some really disruptive, like, angry people on the internet in general. Like, I remember when this Trump thing was going down, somebody took a picture of my aunt's house and sent me the location and shit. And I was like, I was like, oh, I know that place. I was like, that's my aunt's house. And they were like trying to send it to me, like, I know where your aunt lives. I'm like, motherfucker, like, what, like, where are we right? Like, what world are we living in right now? It's just like, hey, listen, when they send hate, you got to send them twice the amount of love, because the truth of the matter is that they're hurting, and something that you're doing is really bothering them, whether it's came from their parents at their house. It all starts at the house. Something that you're doing in life now is bothering them. It's hurting them. So that's, you know what I mean? Like, I would send them love in that case. extra
Facts.
love. You know what
You're
I mean?
never gonna please anybody, no matter what. Like,
100%, 100%. But
I have fun. I have fun with it. I just take it for what it is, and I try to make them really angry and really pissed
want
off.
to see the replies of what Vibe says.
I just want to
like, comment,
you know it's
subscribe,
piss-worthy
do
funny.
all that. That's
you know it's
funny,
hilarious.
dude. That's funny. If I sent you something hate and you sent me a reply, like, comment, subscribe, do all of that, I'd lose my shit.
I'm pretty sure he's like, I'm not gonna fucking subscribe to you. Fuck you. And I'm just like,
you already watched it. You got here.
He already is subscribed. Watch.
I'm just like, man, how you know when my video pops up of Nick Nittoli if you ain't got the bell notification on?
Right.
I'm saying though, right?
Bell notification.
I'm not dumb, man. These people are crazy. But like I said, there's a couple of people that I listen to and I fuck with a lot. And you're one of those that I feel that out of all the ones that I listen to that actually realistically has a chance to just blow the fuck up. Because all the rest of these cats, they're dope as fuck. It's just that I don't see the drive in them. Like you got this talent, but you don't want to put it into play. Like to those rappers that probably they need a little push. What the fuck would you tell those type of people? That you know they're fire, you're dope, and if it comes to a point, you'll even collaborate with them and make a fucking song with them because that's how much you fuck with their music. It's just that you don't see that drive because some of them need to hear that shit.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't really know what to tell them exactly because I feel like it's something really deep inside of you. It's the same thing like when you're with a friend of yours and you're like, why are you not doing anything? Like, what's your plan here? And they're like, I don't know. Mom's still paying the rent and shit. And I'm just hanging out. And you're like, I can't help you. After a certain amount of time, you're like, I can't make you. You see what I'm saying? Like, so those people decide to become musicians and artists and have an artist project. I'm like, you're a do nothing. Why are you having an artist project? I'm like, well, I like the bitches and I like to look at myself. Well, okay. But the drive is what's going to take you there. The drive is what got Eminem to the cypher where Dr. Dre heard him. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going to get you into those places. And a lot of them, I could tell by just listening 5 seconds. Like, I know. I can hear it in their voice.
What are a couple of cats out now that you have on your Spotify playlists?
We did this last time, man. It's really harsh, bro. Like right now, it's all Frank Sinatra and Seth MacFarlane's Christmas album and some weird ass shit. You know what I mean? Like, because I was doing like kind of like a jazz Christmas album, I wanted to listen to that stuff and get inspired by it. I'm really not listening to them, bro, just so I don't steal their idea or their melody or any of that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm aware, like, you know, I'm a conscious dude. I know what's going on around me, like, but I'm not like, I don't know your track list, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know which one is the one for you and which one hit. I don't know none of that, bro. Nah.
I'm pretty much the same. My playlists are all the old school shit. Not too many new
Eminem, bro. Eminem, Obi Trice. Like, I listen to people that I consider now legends. Like Obi Trice, D12. You know, anything Aftermath, you can pretty much guarantee I'm all over that. Like,
my son was going through my playlist and he saw Slim Shady EP.
Right.
And then that was done. And then he said Slim Shady LP. Marshall Mathers LP.
Classic.
The Eminem Show. I have all that shit in order. He was like, yo, when are you going to have anything but Eminem in your phone? And I'm like, listen, you have to keep on going. I'll put that shit in shuffle. It'll play Eminem.
You should have answered and said when there's a better rapper than him. That's what will change my playlist. That's and same here. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be that. So I'm like, and I don't think I've done it yet. So I'm like, I still got Eminem on my playlist.
Facts. I got like about 500 something songs on my shit. And I put it in shuffle and then I'll listen to Music to Be Murdered by 2 songs off of that. And then I'll skip to like a Nick Nittoli song. And then I'll skip to like a Michael Barr song. And then I'll just start flipping around. So I got all of that shit in there. When I say I got this on my playlist, it's a fact. I put it directly in my playlist right after.
I appreciate that.
That's just dope. Shakespeare, you in there. Shakespeare. That freestyle.
We got some joints dropping. You put the freestyle on there?
In my playlist, I do. That was a fire ass freestyle. Nick, did you see it? You need to watch this man's freestyle. Go to his channel.
I was just about to say, when you said it, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it was a freestyle.
I was going through a writing spree last week, and before I sit down and write, I'll spit some off the top, and if I think it's decent, while I'm going, I'll press record.
Sure.
On my mic.
That's the best way. That's how you catch the best bars, Shakey.
No,
So, like,
he's lying. He's lying to you. Shakespeare did not do that. Somebody came to his house and punched his turtle. He got pissed the fuck off. Got on the mic. If you listen to this freestyle, dude, somebody pissed him the fuck off.
Turtle.
Somebody pissed him off for real because he was going ham on that freestyle.
That's hilarious.
Somebody did piss me off though. Like not even like
moments, man. You never know what you'll find. Just record it or high moments. Those are the best.
Facts. The freestyles, the off the tops, when you go back, listen to them.
God, I wish. I wish I had those.
Yeah, you can just chop them up and you can it's punch after punch after punch.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Shit was dope.
And then I ended up writing some I wrote a couple gems. So new music on the way.
Facts.
Dope, dude, dope. Send it
and
to
I
me.
will not be featured in it.
Send it to me.
Right now I'm focusing more on my 10-year-old. My 10-year-old's dropping a six song EP.
Wait, your 10-year-old son is dropping an album?
My Ten-year-old son likes to remix Justin Timberlake, Bruno Mars, and Justin Bieber.
Dude, so, that's fire, bro. What do you mean?
In the new year, he's releasing 3 songs, remixes.
I love it.
Like covers, and then we're sitting down and writing a 6-song EP.
Shakey's starting him young, baby. He's like, I'm gonna make the next Beyonce in the house.
Right? My son wants to. All I can do as a parent is expose my kids to a whole bunch of stuff, whatever resonates with them and they like, they go with it.
That's awesome.
And he likes the music. He likes performing on stage in the shopping malls out here and stuff like that. So like when he's got like 200-300 people in front of him in the shopping mall, he's not shy. He likes that stuff. So
with like kids, the sky is the limit, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
so,
there's a song that his son did that I reacted to. It's on my channel. It's the boy can sing, bro.
That's what's up.
His daddy can't sing for shit.
Now I gotta hear it.
His daddy can't sing for shit. But that boy can sing.
It's all good. It's all good.
I just saw a 13-year-old broke, like with this 13-year-old rapper just broke with some song. I saw the post all over Instagram the other day. I don't know who it is, but I think I listened to the song for like a second or so. I was like impressed. I was like, shit, I can't believe this kid's fucking 13. I need to step my motherfucking game up. What's happening in these streets?
Really? Well, you got his name?
No, I don't. I'll find it though. It was. I'm pretty sure it's like a popular thing because I saw a couple posts about it.
But was he spitting or what?
Yeah, he was rapping. He was rapping. It was like crazy green screen video too. I'll find it. I'll send it to you.
I love reacting to like childhood just geniuses, like the child guitarists, the singer. Like they're just like, are you kidding me? How are you that good at such a young age?
100%. Yeah, if you start young, man, you could become a prodigy. Like it's really good for your child development. Like just to do that, to be confident enough to go grab the mic and perform and shit. Like that will help you later in life. 100%.
See, my son, he has this thing that we bought him a keyboard, and because he likes playing the piano, and he's there and he learns by just listening to the song, finding the right note.
That's talent.
He did the Harry Potter
by ear.
He was doing that for about 2 to 3 days, huh?
By ear.
By ear, listening to what tone they're using and then finding the tone on the keyboard.
Man. That's not normal, dude.
And in 3 days, he ended up going through the whole song of Harry Potter.
You gotta get him. Is he doing lessons or no?
No.
Oh, you gotta get him going.
I ain't got no fucking money for no piano lessons. My kids are working at Walmart.
He's letting you know right now.
No, but I was like, he's like, hey, Dad, come and hear this. And then he just started going there. I'm like, what the fuck?
If you don't get him lessons now, you're gonna be in chapter 8 in the book. And I played the Harry Potter theme for Dad, and he still didn't give any fucks. And then I had to just break out and do it on my own. You know the story. You know how this goes. You need to be Joe Jackson. You need to be taking him to the mall like Shakey over here.
I told him to record it, send me the video, and I'll do a reaction of it.
Ray, people learn to play Mary Had a Little Lamb by ear, not the Harry Potter theme song.
Yeah, real talk.
Brother, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna force him to do it, and I'm gonna tell him he's grounded if he doesn't do it. I'm gonna let me record him just playing it, and I'm just gonna react to it and just say, "This is my child. Someone sign him, please." Because it's crazy. Because I was like, these kids nowadays, their brain power are different from when it was when we were younger.
100%.
And what they're doing, like when I heard Shakespeare kids sing, I was just like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Like these guys, I wasn't hanging out with motherfuckers singing.
It's something wild when you hear a kid do something like that. It's just like, it's magic.
Crazy.
Yeah, agreed.
Now, kids, Nick.
Was that?
What's the kid situation looking like?
There is no kid situation.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it's looking like.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you
going to bring little Nick Nittoli's into this world?
Man, little Nick Nittoli's come into this world and leave this world every day, Shakes. But I'll tell you one thing that's undeniable. The music is going to come out for sure and be alive and well. As far as the little Nick Nittoli's, I cannot.
You can't confirm or you can't deny.
Speak on future generations, because
You need to get that him, and like you could do like a mini-me and Dr. Evil type of skit, and then you guys could just perform a song together as Dr. Evil and mini-me. That'll be dope as shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, I never want to have kids when I'm not done with me. So like, I just want to be really thoroughly like, okay, I've done what I really want to do with my life. Now I can focus on your life. So, I never want to be the dad who's just never home and on tour. And you know what I mean? Like, that's fucked. So it'd probably be a while because I ain't going to be done for a minute.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
I just can't stop thinking about the behind the scenes of the Grinch video.
Sure.
Like for the last half an hour, all I've been like, as we're talking, I can't wait to see like this part and like this part. Like, when do you plan on releasing that on your channel?
Oh, soon, really, really soon. That I have the whole thing, like from start to finish.
And did you record also the makeup, doing the makeup?
100%. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's crazy awesome. Too. Like,
that's dope. I love that shit.
Together is nuts.
So we're here. We're live with Nick Nittoli. Unlike other channels, other podcasts, we take your questions live in the chat. People, don't be scared. Throw your questions in the chat. When are you going to get the next chance to ask and get up close and personal with Nick Nittoli, asking him the questions you want? So don't be shy. Hit that like button. I pinned. Nick just dropped a new YouTube channel where he's going to be giving you behind the scene clips from his music videos and other things he's been doing and working on. Make sure to hit up the link that's pinned in the description.
Yeah, it's called Nittoli and Orchids Vlogs. And like Shakes was saying, it's a behind the scenes music video, but it's also just like life shit. It's all inclusive, just hanging out, just smoking weed and talking, some political talking, some fucking music talking, production, you name it. It's going to be everything. So I'm jazzed, man. I'm jazzed about it. And I'm blessed, man. A lot of rappers didn't make it to this age, okay? I'm going to be 34 on January 19th. So I'm just blessed to be here, to be alive and well, and able to go record a Grinch song and do a Grinch video. I'm just blessed to be here, man.
Facts.
All blessings.
Facts.
Now,
what's the big plans for New Year's?
I'm not a big drinker, so I'm not really like a big New Year's guy. I'll probably just be chilling at home with my fiance and my dog, like watching the countdown or something. But my birthday is 18 days after that. So I'm going to start planning a little party situation, all inclusive, friends and family only, I'm excited about that. So
that's gonna be fun.
Dope.
That's
yeah,
gonna be
man.
dope.
Yeah, man.
Man, I'm telling you right now, you're doing so much shit right now, bro. It's unbelievable. It makes the shit that I do like, man, why are you bitching? Look at Nick. Nick doesn't stop. That motherfucker's a robot.
Well, I see you guys are lying. I see both you guys. I see the Shaky Vibe podcast has had a whole bunch of guests. I think one of the guests was one of the rappers that you guys were telling me to check out. Like within the past couple of weeks, you guys have been active and doing reactions. You guys both hit a reaction to the Grinch, which I was shocked at. I was just like, it was super fast. And I was like, this is crazy, man. So you guys
the minute that I got that notification, I was just like, well, that's what I'm doing tonight.
I appreciate it, man.
Facts.
It's hard for me being 12 hours ahead. So like when the cats in North America drop their tracks, I'm sleeping.
Sure.
So I'll wake up and get the notification, and then when I react, I'm typically late to the reaction.
See, I say that to other rappers. I say that you're sleeping while I'm working, but for you, it's literally like a thing. I say that as a diss to other rappers, but for you,
but it's true though. It's like it's actual fact. Like it's fact. But like, there's the cats that me and Vibe fuck with. We do reactions during your premiere.
Oh, right.
While your track's premiering on YouTube, we're watching the premiere with our camera rolling.
That's what's up.
Shooting our reaction to
shit, okay. I didn't know
what
that.
I mean? Like we keep it 100 with the people we fuck with. We keep it 100.
I could just tell that your guys' reactions are legit, and we spoke about that last time. Like, that's the one thing. That's really why I don't go on there, is because I can't stand somebody, knowing the part that's about to come up and then like waiting for it, acting like they don't. You know what I mean? Like your shit is genuine. You guys are really listening to the song for the first time, and you know what I mean? Like it's obvious.
Like I got a lot of reactions that are pretty much in the trash right now. Because I'll listen to it, then I'll forget that I'm reacting.
Right.
Because it's either dope or like it's a scheme that I'm trying to figure out. And I forget that I'm reacting, and I'm just sitting there like this. And then when I see the playback, I'm like, I'm not fucking posting this shit.
Yeah.
Like I was literally about 4 minutes just sitting and listening to music.
I mean, look, the worst thing for you to be, for anyone to be in my eyes, is just ingenuine. It's just fake and phony, and like there's nothing real about you. So like that's what I really try to promote in my music. It's like I'm talking some real shit here that you're probably not gonna get on Kiss FM or Power 106. You know what I mean? Like, so
that's why.
And I appreciate it in you guys as well. It seems real. The reaction.
That's why I kind of try not to post too much videos a day. Especially if I'm listening to like an underground person that I'm reacting to. And I don't like posting too many because then it'll just bury that video.
Sure.
Where if I do one guy that's got 1,000 views and then I'll do a Harry Mack reaction, Harry Mack is going to just cover that shit up.
Right.
So I'll do 2 and let it sit and let it fester out there so everybody can see it. So it can be out there. And then boom, then I'll do my other 2.
Sure.
I try to spread them apart.
Yeah, you don't want to oversaturate them too. I was doing that in the beginning with the YouTube thing. I was like, oh, they need a new video every week, and I'm like, no, they don't. Like, fuck that shit. It's too much, man. Like,
it's a grind. It's a grind.
I missed that. What did you say, Shakes?
I said it's a grind, but it's a fun grind. It's definitely a grind.
Definitely.
But it's a fun grind. And just like he said, there's times when we listen to artists and it's just like, as an artist, I'll sit there just like Vibe said for a minute and a half, just like, yo, that's fucking, like, as a fan, not reacting to it. And it's just like, yeah, I can't post this, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, the YouTube thing for me, man, it's kind of like how I do mixing, mastering, production, writing. If I get bored with something, I'll just go to the next platform. So like with YouTube, like I literally just upload my videos and I'm off of YouTube completely. And I'm either more on Spotify or iTunes or anything else. You know what I mean? Like, so for me, it's like I never get bored or like frustrated with a platform because there's so many of them that you should be exercising as an artist or a social media influencer, etc., like Instagram, TikTok. There's, you see what I'm saying?
You do your own social media?
To a certain degree. Like I have my phone on me. I've got my Instagram on me. That's as much as I do my own. You know what I mean? Like, and the YouTube thing. Like I upload my own YouTube videos, and I changed the fucking pictures. That's about as much as it is. Like,
But like as far as Spotify and that stuff goes, is that your distributor or is that you as well?
That's all handled by the label and stuff.
Okay.
Anything that's like when the song comes out, that's handled by them. Yeah.
Dope. We're live with Nick Nittoli. Throw your questions in the chat, people.
What did Russell say? Laughing my ass off. His reaction to Little Nicky questions was dope.
Oh, the question about babies or my album, Little Nicky?
It says his reaction to Little Nick
question. Yeah, Little Nick question was, that's about the Little Nick Jr.
Yeah.
When are we getting Nick Jr.? Right now, we just getting Nick at night, baby. We ain't ready for Nick Jr., okay? Yeah. Fuck with me. Yeah.
That sounds like a
bar. That was a bar right there.
I was bar.
I know that I felt uncomfortable. I thought he was trying to promote his OnlyFans right now. I felt uncomfortable to shit. Nick at night sounds nasty.
Yeah, it is a little nasty. Nick nasty sound nasty.
You need to stop smoking what you're smoking, brother. I'll finish it for you. We good.
That's the only thing that I'm not on is like OnlyFans. But then I found out a rapper, Kid Boo. You guys know who Kid Boo is?
I will as soon as this podcast finishes.
Kid Boo's the rapper who came out and said he was cloned. He has a clone, and then he did a whole like fake video showing his clone when it was just like obviously like a Final Cut Pro edit. I don't know, but he came out with an OnlyFans and he was like promoting his music on OnlyFans. I was like, really? Like, is that a thing right now? I mean, like I said, like I'm not like Mr. Social Media. I'm not tapped into what everybody's doing, but
I think
OnlyFans.
I thought I heard something like this somewhere that OnlyFans was specifically created for that personal contact with your fans. That it was created for.
And then bitches just started dropping their ads on there.
Then people started taking
the whole platform.
They started putting videos of their bacon lips flapping all over the place. And then started doing nasty shit with golf clubs and donkeys. It's just ridiculous now. Man. It's nasty.
So are you guys reacting to like a lot of Let's Go Brandon rappers and like pro-Trump stuff right now? Is that like flooding your shit right now or not really? Because I'm hearing about it all over the place.
Yeah.
It's pretty popular, right?
Primarily like if they're good spitters and they're dope, I'm not just going to support it for the sake of fucking supporting it because my name's going to go on it. So like,
of course.
And hey, I have negative reactions where I've done reactions and I've broken down the bars and said why I don't like them, why it's not good, why the cadence, delivery, blah, 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 and that stuff. But like, you and Loza primarily, then Chris Webby, there's a few in the circle that.
What about Eminem? Is that like one of the number one requests or not really?
I'm getting. Me personally, I have a lot of Eminem fan base.
And do you guys fuck with like new Eminem? Both of you guys or not really? You do, huh? See, we're not on the same page there. I don't listen to new Eminem, man. I just go back to the oldies.
I like
Stop that.
I just like M. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll throw on the Marshall Mathers EP, and I'll listen to Encore, but.
Classic.
Then I'll listen to like Godzilla and Rap God just because they're fucking insane, right? But
listen to Godzilla. Godzilla was the only one that I was like, okay, that hook, man, that he got me with the hook. So
you didn't hear Nat? You didn't hear the part that he did in Nat?
No. I heard Venom. Like I'm really tuned out with new Eminem.
What about the track he just? What about his track he just dropped with Dre?
Oh, for sure not. Yeah.
So the new Dre joint with M just dropped, and it's fucking lit.
Is it lit?
It's
lit.
If
you want, I helped you out a little bit, Nick. I did a reaction to it, and literally,
I'll check it out.
I broke down everything that Eminem said.
Okay,
it was a 43 fucking minute video.
You did a 43M video on a 4-minute song.
Listen. Do you understand the amount of doubles and triples and schemes that man was using on that verse?
They were just retarded. He used the same.
I had to break every single thing down. And then when I looked at the time, I was like, fuck, this is going to be a bitch to edit.
I got unpsyched about him somewhere. I want to say within like the Eminem Rihanna "Love the Way You Lie" era.
Recovery.
Okay. And listen, there's only a couple of artists where I go, I'm excited. You know what I mean? No homo. I'm excited by what you're about to do.
I haven't heard that shit in a minute.
And Michael Jackson. Like, I'm excited for who's about to come out on stage and what's the new song. And he just, when he did that "Love the Way You Lie" shit, it just, for me, I started to get unexcited. Genuinely. I just got unexcited. And then he brought me back with Venom. I was like, oh, I'm a little excited. And the rap guy and the hits, Godzilla, I got excited. But I'm always like a little like, it's not like the old days for me. That's just me though. I mean, I'm a rap connoisseur. Like
Nick, you're lucky that I love you like a brother.
Because I don't like new Eminem.
I stood here and listened to you talk for about a minute and a half. And
I'm not the first person to say this to you.
I kept my composure the whole time. I could understand. You see how I'm understanding? I can understand why you would go and say that you only listen to old Eminem and not the new Eminem. Okay. Who has top seller mark right now? This man, no matter what he does, is fire. You have to listen. I could understand recovery.
Sell, regardless. He's always going to sell.
Recovery was M trying to commercialize himself with recovery. There was a lot of singing and a lot of
the Mariah shit was on there, right? He's like talking to Mariah in the cellar and shit, all that.
Kamikaze was the biggest fuck you all album of that year.
Yeah.
That man killed everybody that was talking shit.
Yeah, see, I listened to the banger off, the hit off that album, and then I think the rest of them I really wasn't fucking with.
That's fine. Go to a question.
We got a really good question in the chat from John Jennings. What's up, John? Who supports you the most in your family, and how much time do you have for people around you with you being so busy?
I have like a very, very big heart, so I always make time, even if I don't have time, for family, especially, and friends. But as far as who supports me, most of my family, I mean, technically, my family is my fiance, and I'd say my fiance and her family, because they get behind me and support me 100%, and like really are hands on, literally with the makeup and like letting us use their house for the shoot of the video and stuff. So them for sure. And Chad Anderson says hello. Yeah, I'd say her and her family for sure.
Dope.
Facts.
Dope. Family's important. Family's
always,
like the most important.
Always.
Like the most important.
Most.
Yeah.
Damn, we got how many people we got on live right now, Shakey?
We just went from 19 and we're hovering between 8 and 15. We're fluctuating. Fluctuating.
So
we are here live with
what
Nick.
What are your next plans after the New Year's? You said you're gonna get stupid drunk for your birthday. That's cool.
Yeah.
Or not drunk. You're probably gonna smoke like half a week.
High as fuck is more like
that. So you can't see.
Dude, man, I'm gonna eat like crazy.
What's your favorite food? What's like the top?
I mean, Italian food, but like I'll cook it up with some mac and cheese, man. Like some just good old some soul food, fried chicken, and fucking collard greens, and like some real shit, man. Real food. And then her mom cooks Persian food, so like I'm learning about Persian food right now, and like, yeah, that's just the jam.
Mm-hmm.
So.
See, I like pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls.
That's my favorite food.
You mentioned that in your fucking reaction yesterday, and it made me laugh my ass off.
That's just delicious.
Pizza rolls like
pizza rolls, like Pizza Pocket pizza rolls.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. That's what he was talking about. He's like, at the end of his reaction, he started talking about Pizza Pockets. He's like, I'm going to 7-Eleven. You guys want something?
Fat, and I love it. Dude, all you gotta do is smoke a L to the face. Put 15, 20 pizza rolls on the plate in the microwave for 4.5 minutes. Don't let it go past that.
So wait, you're smoking and vaping?
Excuse me?
Are you smoking and vaping? Are
Man,
you
you don't pay my bills. Okay? There's a lot of shit going on right now.
And did you take the trash out too?
Actually, today is trash night. I think you fucking told me. I was about to forget. My wife would be pissed. So what you got for Christmas? What is the biggest gift that Nick Nittoli got for Christmas this year?
My mom knew to get me some old like cartoons. I don't know if you guys remember Rankin and Bass. It's like the old Rudolph and the old like what they made Elf based off of. The old cartoons and shit. Yeah.
Those cartoons are the shit.
I saw that. I saw that in the video you did. In the video.
Yeah. That shit hits home, man. Because I'm like, wait, this is Christmas. You know what I mean? Like this is
Rudolph is Christmas. Rudolph and the Grinch to me are Christmas. Those little puppet figures.
I'm like, if you didn't have that in your house, like, what were you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then Charlie Brown Christmas.
100%.
Dude, I hear Charlie Brown, dude. I lose my mind. I know it's Christmas when it's Charlie Brown coming.
100%.
The Great Pumpkin Patch.
Woo!
The Great Pumpkin Patch.
Yeah.
What you got, Shakey Shake?
Wifey hooked me up with Shakespeare merch.
Check out the merch.
I love it. Selfless plug.
For me, like I'm Jewish. Like I grew up not celebrating Christmas, but like living in the Philippines, having my wife being Filipino, I like the holidays is super, super important for me. And it's not about me. It's about reliving my youth through my kids' eyes. So spoiling the hell out of my family and seeing their reactions to the gifts that I would have wanted when I was their age, and being able to like, that's what it is for me. So it's like, yeah, I got dope gifts and stuff like that. I got some nice J's for Christmas, but like for the holidays, but
that was the gift.
All about the fam. You know what I mean?
Shit, stop, man. What you got for Christmas, bro?
I'm
trying to use this as a segue.
I'm over here resonating with what
I got a pair of
interrupt.
Jordan 1s, some merch. What'd you get for Christmas?
Go.
What'd you get for Christmas, homie?
I was using all of this as a segue just so I could show off my fucking hat.
What'd you get for Christmas?
Yeah, what'd you get, man?
Yeah, you already know what it is. You already know what it is.
The old Fred Durst.
And I got the red the black and red Uptowns to go with them.
You rocking the old Fred Durst.
Those are the stay stills right there, brother.
You know
Fred Durst. That's a name I haven't heard since like what?
2002? So they just dropped a new album. They're still wet as fuck. And I'm like, if I would collaborate with somebody, I would totally. So I did a track with DJ Lethal, and just some things didn't work out, and it happened to never come out. But so friends of friends like know each other, and so I'm like, dude, I would totally work with Fred Durst, Wes Borland, anybody from Limp Bizkit. Are you kidding me? The legends, dude.
Yeah,
legends. They're so good. Like,
yeah. And you kind of got that kind of Limp Bizkit style.
Yeah,
also,
I could rock with them. I could totally rock with them.
No, that would be sick. A Nick.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. This is why I like Nick. This is exactly why I like Nick. I had this from the last podcast, and I remembered it after the podcast, and I was going to say, when we get him back on, I'm going to let him know. The reason why I like you so much is because you remind me of all the type of music that I was listening to when I was growing up. You're all into one, because I used to listen to Limp Bizkit. I used to listen to Evanescence. I used to listen to Linkin Park. I used to listen to Big Daddy Kane. I used to listen to Eminem, of course. I used to listen to all that, and you're just like a mixture of all those motherfuckers in a bowl you turn with a spoon.
For sure. Not too many people have that musical knowledge, especially right now, to understand that. So I appreciate that, man. 100%.
The feel good era, man. That era, like, doesn't matter what genre from that era.
just the 90s.
It was
man.
the feel good music. That was when like rappers
100%.
and R&B artists were collabing, making like the best hits, the Totals and Mace tracks,
P Diddy
the
and that
Bad
whole
tracks.
Puff
Method
Daddy
Man
and that
and
whole
Mary
rock
J.
thing.
Blige.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like that whole era.
Wait, who and Mary J?
This is the I'm gonna tell you right now. This is the moment where I knew about rap. I liked rap, but this is the moment when Mary J. Blige and Method Man. You're all I need.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but then you had LL and J-Lo collabing. Like all the collabs back then were fire.
Totally. Best collab.
Like the R&B back then was lit.
Yeah.
The Jagged Edges, the 112s.
I've been waiting for J-Lo to break up with her man for 15 years. I don't want to talk about Jennifer Lopez.
That was a banger, though. I'm with you on that, Shakey.
It was fire. It was fire.
And this is why I love you, Vibe. To that statement right there. He's all opposed. He's like, but it was fire.
It was. If you play that shit right now, dude, I'm going to the store real quick because I'm bumping that shit in the car.
Yeah, the collabs were different. You know, my mom and I were talking about it, and she was like, you know, back in my day, you know, when Michael Jackson was going to do a collaboration with Paul McCartney, it was like in the news and the headline. We heard about it for months at a time. It was like this big ordeal. And then it happened and it was fire because they fucking worked on it and they made sure the song was great. Nowadays, you got Kanye waking up in the studio with Rihanna like, man, what are we going to do today? I don't know. Let's just shit something out and see what works. And it's made it unspecial. It's not as special when people collaborate anymore because it's oversaturated. That's why I really wanted to build my brand before I went and did something with somebody else. I'm like, anybody want to hear me with so-and-so, like Joe Schmo? Like, it's not fun. Like, I wanted to be really special.
Yeah, like I never thought about the PR that went into collabs. Like that was Ebony and Ivory you were mentioning, right?
Yeah.
And the Stevie Wonder. There was a Stevie Wonder one also, right?
Yeah. Those kind of collabs, bro, they're just, if you look at the science behind them, totally different than today's market. Like, you know, I mean, people were buying records back then. But
I wonder what changed.
I was just about to say, people were buying records back then. You know what I mean? Like, now they're like, get it and go, you know?
I think that's what it is. The internet kind of took over and everybody's got a voice, and everybody's putting out music. I saw a guy that used to work at Walmart cleaning the bathrooms. He got a mixtape coming out next week.
Yeah, it's over.
Are you talking about Dax? Man. You talking about Dax?
No, I'm not talking about Dax. Don't mention Dax, brother.
2 years ago, Dax was the dude cleaning the bathrooms, man.
Dax is fire.
Real talk. Real talk, though. Dax is fire.
I want to see that American Underdog movie about Kurt Warner because he was literally bagging groceries before, you know. And I watched that. He
was in the WWE football.
Football arena football.
AFL or whatever they were called, and then they folded. Story. He was bagging groceries. The
whole story makes me feel old as fuck because I'm like, wait a second, we're doing this movie. I lived this story. I rooted, against the Patriots in that Super Bowl. What the fuck? But that's legendary. I can't wait to see that.
That's sick.
Yeah,
I want to see that. I didn't even know they were making a movie on that.
Oh, dude, it's called American Underdog. It came out on Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna be fire too.
Movie theaters literally just opened up here.
Oh, did they?
This week.
Go see that.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen it, but I recommend it.
Dope.
I think it's
crazy. There's a good autobiography. There's a bio movie that they did for Elton John.
Oh, word?
That is supposed to be like dope as shit.
Oh, cool.
I want to check that one out. And the one with the guy from Queen.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury. That one was fire.
That movie was great. Yeah.
I love that.
I just found out that the song Bohemian Rhapsody was calling out the Illuminati.
I didn't know that myself.
Hey, don't be bringing that negative shit over here.
I'm not bringing negative. Like someone did a reaction, and I was watching somebody's reaction, and they broke it down bar for bar, and he's talking about like the cults killing people. Mama, I just killed a man. Blah blah blah, and it's like if you listen to what he was saying and broke it down, he's talking about like being in the army and fighting for the man and not liking the man's cause, and the man is the Illuminati.
Shit.
Okay, If my credit card gets shut down because you talking this shit,
It's because you got bad credit. It's not because fucking we're
'cause you have
talking
bad
about
credit.
Queens,
fuck
Virginia,
out of
and
here.
Rhapsody.
I got no bad credit. My shit 456 right now, brother. I'm booming. Don't talk that Illuminati shit, man. We're too
I'm not
close.
even talking about that. But I'm just saying that I just found out that track has like, it's full of dope ass subliminals that are true.
You're gonna have George Bush in his live.
I live in the Philippines. George Bush can come here all he wants.
Relax. You were gonna say something else and you stopped.
I did. It's facts.
That was good. I like that. You're a slick motherfucker.
I want to keep it PG, man.
Oh,
Wu-Tang's for the children, and so is the Shakey Vibe podcast.
Facts.
I love it.
Damn, Wu-Tang. Oh, I just need one more. I need them to do one more album.
Yo, Nas just dropped a track on his album, Woofs for the Children. You heard that yet?
Nas did?
Nas just dropped an album 3 days ago, and there's a track on that album called Woo is for the Children.
You do know you're like 4 days before us, right? So we don't even know that yet.
He dropped the album before Christmas.
Oh, wait, do you guys get stuff before us?
No.
Oh, I thought that was the thing.
I love Wu-Tang, and I'm in like 3 Wu-Tang groups on Facebook. So anytime they drop shit and release shit, I know like 3 days before it's released.
It's like I'm in 3 Wu-Tang groups.
I love Wu-Tang, man. Wu-Tang's
shit, man. I saw this guy imprinted ODB on the heel of his Timberland boot on Instagram.
Yeah, ODB was
you know how dope those fucking Timbs look?
I bet. ODB was the shit, man.
ODB made me
huge ODB fan.
That man made me.
That track Dog Shit was the bomb.
Yeah, like there's something about him that was just, so banned and so blacklisted that I love that. Like, if you were around, especially here in America, if you were around in the 90s and you knew who ODB was, there was just this fear and like, I don't know what this nigga's gonna do on live television that we haven't really had. Like, that's part of what I'm trying to bring back is some of that wildness, some of that craziness. With some of the shit he said, was wild.
It was definitely wild. Like, I remember the Source Awards 1 when East and West were going crazy, and Wu won their award and went on stage, and they went on stage like 50 deep.
Yeah. Facts.
And like instant respect. Nobody said boo. Mm-hmm. Nobody said like.
Shay, you gonna run up into 50 niggas wearing Timberlands and you gonna say something to them? If they wearing Timberlands, that means they've stomped out a couple of people.
Yeah.
You ain't saying nothing to click 50 deep.
Nobody.
Brother.
They were in LA. They were in LA for the Source Awards 1 too. So it's like anytime someone from the East Coast went on stage, they got shitted on. And Bone Thugs and Harmony being from the Midwest, when they got their award and went on stage, they even said that they were a little bit scared and timid going on stage collecting their award because they didn't know how to act because Easy wasn't there.
My favorite was the Andre 3000 reception where he came up and just said thank you.
And walked away. And just walked off. Yeah.
I was like, they'll probably never give you another one, my brother, but that was some epic dope shit that we all got to witness.
Was that Source Awards 1 also?
I thought it was the Grammys, bro.
I think he did that in the Source Awards.
I might be wrong. I just thought it was a bigger platform than the Source Award. I probably wasn't watching the Source Awards. I think it was either like American Music Awards or Grammys.
Was that for Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music?
I'm not sure.
Oh, if you do that in the Grammys, brother, you out of here.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it was, because when he did that, I was like, he'll probably never get another one, or probably never get invited back, which I'm sure he has. Funny. But
that's funny.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I mean, they invited Eminem. Eminem said he's never going to the Grammys again, and they invited him to perform.
The Drake thing was interesting. So Drake's is like, I don't want your motherfucking nominations. No Grammys, like he didn't want to go perform. I just thought that was special.
Yes, sir.
We got Hero Rising in the house. What's good, my brother? That man always showing love.
Definitely.
What up? What up? What up?
Man, I tell you, I cannot wait until this fucking year ends because 2022, I got some plans and I got some shit that I want to do with this podcast shit. And me and Shakespeare, we working on a whole. It's gonna be dope.
That's what's up.
It's something that me, you, and Shakespeare need to talk to a little bit later. But it's an idea that Big Kahuna gave us, and it's gonna be dope.
Well, hit me.
I'm excited for it, Shakes.
2022 is the year,
man. It's gonna be a crazy year this year.
2022 is the year. It's the year that I'm coming out of essentially retirement and dropping just track after track
Sounds
after
like
track.
it, brother. That's what's up.
Pumping music videos like crazy. Like 2022 is the year where it's like I'm rejuvenated and I'm pumped up to give it one last kick at the can and just one
There's
last.
no such thing as a retired musician or artist, man. It never dies. Like if you stop,
no, it doesn't. You're totally right. But as far as pushing something, putting some money behind myself and pushing it that way.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna invest. This is the last time that like independently I'm gonna put bands behind me and see what rocks and see what pops.
Sure, I can respect it. For an artist to get up there in the first place and then say they're an artist and get that acoustic guitar and get up and sing a song, whatever, the moment they do that, they're a lifer. Because you wouldn't have ever gotten up there unless you have it inside of you that you want it. You want either people to see you, hear you, whatever it is, your pain, your struggle, you want it to be shared. So that like never dies. So like a retired artist, it's like it just doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Like on paper maybe, but dream never dies, bro.
Man, when they first brought Shakespeare to my attention and I reacted to one of his songs, I was just like, yo, I need to know this nigga real quick.
Sure.
Because he's fucking dope. And it's
Whatever,
just,
like
what you said.
I might.
See what the fuck I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't know how to take a compliment. You need to relax.
I appreciate you, but it's like, hey, whatever, fuck it. I might. There's so many other better artists out there and shit like that. But I appreciate you. Thank you.
Please, man. That was ass backwards. Thank you.
No, I said thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm just very humble, and it's like it is what it is. If somebody's gonna play my music,
I go to the Philippines, we boxing.
You don't want that smoke.
You don't want that smoke.
I'm gonna stop smoking for about 2 weeks before. I'm gonna hit the gym. I'm gonna get quick real fast because I'm a fat nigga. I ain't doing none of that. I'm the type to pick the first rock from the floor and smack you with it and just book it. That's that Brooklyn shit. You don't know nothing.
You come out to the Philippines, we're shooting a music video the next day.
You fucking high. I'm expensive. I want 13 McNuggets and 2 McChickens.
By watching all these like cartoons and Rudolph and all this shit and Elf and these movies and stuff, I got inspired this holiday to start learning more about animation and stop motion and stuff. So I kind of, as it's fucked up because I'm like, my woman is doing the best makeup she's ever done in her life, and I don't want to pull her away from that right now, but I just want to learn how to do animation and get really dope at it like I did with the editing and Final Cut and shit, to where we could do, an animated Nick Nittoli or a stop motion Nick Nittoli video. And so I'm kind of just like caught between those two things right now. I'm definitely into it and learning right now.
So what you're saying is there's a potential to do a rejected toy music video next Christmas?
For sure. Oh, but this next Christmas, it's already lit, bro. It's already lit.
A rejected toy music video, man.
For sure, like we're a couple of misfits.
That would be insane. Is it Misfits Toys? What is it? What is it again?
Yeah, we're a couple of misfits.
Yo, man.
Yeah, I'm so into it, and I really want to speak to the kids. So like that's the next part of the Nick Nittoli thing is like this really like 3 to 5 year old kiddie like kid songs and kid fucking animation, dude. Just to hit another avenue.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
You know what I'm saying?
You need to make a small vibe reaction one, and I'm just in the background talking shit.
100%. You're one of the characters. 100%. Who do you think's narrating?
Yo, brah.
If it's for the kids, I don't think you want me narrating shit.
Yeah, but like anything else, I know that I have to like sit in the dark room and watch YouTube tutorials and get really dope at it before we can start doing anything.
Right.
Do you think there even is tutorials on that style of animation?
I'm already on it, Shaky.
Really?
I'm already on it.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, so I'm like low key studying like animation and kind of putting myself through school right now just so I can get really good at that part of it. And so I can start dropping some stuff that's just like, animation. I love, Family Guy and South Park and all that. Simpsons. I grew up on all that shit, dude. Like, it's a big part of my life. I didn't realize that, like, I wanted to do it until like around this Christmas.
A Simpsons stop motion music video.
Come on.
With Nick Nittoli being Bart Simpson. That'll be dope as shit.
It's already lit. Talk to me nice.
Talk to me nice. But that's crazy because like when you think about it, like our parents grew up on stop motion and that was like the thing. Yeah. And they grew up on the cartoons, like the drawing cartoons. Yeah. Like when I put on cartoons now for my kids and we watch old Disney flicks with my kids, they're like, Daddy, this isn't cartoons. Like, because it's not computer generated, it's not computer animated. So it's like, that's sick. But like stop motion would be crazy.
Realized if there's nothing that brings me back more than that. So I popped on Rudolph and I was like, oh, this shit looks so fucking cool. And then I watched how they did it, the Rankin and Bass like documentary of how they did this, and I was like amazed by it. I'm like, man, that's the old school way. And it would just add something new. And plus, if there's a 5-year-old kid watching a Nick Nittoli video where I got a fucking MAGA hat on and I'm stop motion and it's, I'm recreating what I did as a kid. I'm recreating, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like the great circle of life, like Mufasa and shit.
Because even Elf recreated that, like
totally.
To
100%.
Now I got a question about that, which I meant to ask you in the last one that we did. Do you find it difficult? Because right now you saw something and automatically your brain just went to that. Like, okay, now I need to do this. Yeah. Do you see yourself that getting in the way of things, or do you pretty much have that already?
No, it's an advantage because I actually back this shit up. Whatever I see and get inspired by, I'm going to sit down and work at for a year, 2 years, maybe 5 years, and get dope at. So for me, it's like, I'll back it up with the work part. I don't want the creative part fuck up the logical part of like, how do we do this? What's logical? What's the program that they're using? How much money we got to throw at this first? You know what I mean? Just the animation thing, you could start animating right away if you got, $10,000, $20,000 to throw it right away. You see what I'm saying? So like these cats that are doing the effects and stuff for Netflix, they got money. They had money to get a nice computer to get the effect. So you can always get a leg up with just knowing your shit. You know what I mean? Like,
that's dope. That's crazy. And it just goes to show you already have so many layers in your arsenal. And you literally just said, if I got to invest 2, 3, 5 years into learning something else to add that to your arsenal, a lot of people don't have that time and patience
or drive.
Don't have that drive and work ethic behind them to like put in those 10,000 hours to master another piece of crap.
Here's the truth. No, they usually do have those things, but they don't have the ability to suck for a year. They don't have the ability for people to be like, that's terrible. That looks terrible. You just did that? That's awful. I hate it. It looks terrible. You have to fix it. I have the toughest skin in the business. I know it's going to look like shit for a year. I'm even going to put some shit out that probably looks like shit just to keep going and to keep, see what I'm saying? But in 2 to 3 years, you're going to be like, holy shit, that motherfucker was talking about it, and now he's doing it. The same way you could look at any part of my career, and I'm doing it. Something I said a couple of years ago, I'm doing it,
That's why I'm so against the participation ribbons in this era, because kids don't learn how to fail, grind it, and succeed. If everybody gets rewarded for whatever they're doing and it's not good, they're never going to learn from trial and error to figuring shit out. And it just becomes, they're expected to receive something and get something. But like, it shouldn't be that way. Like you shouldn't get a participation ribbon.
There should be a loser at the end of the game. Like
if you fall down, you should brush yourself off and keep going.
Only makes you stronger, dude. Everything you go through, it really only makes you stronger. So,
but isn't that though what we're kind of dealing with right now? with everybody the way they are, they can't fail. If they fail, like fail, they will not know how to get back up from that.
Yeah.
These kids are going to get stuck on stupid.
The new world, man, is just too soft for me. It doesn't reflect my upbringing at all, because my grandfather would have pinned your ass to the fucking, refrigerator and been like, if you didn't do it, why didn't you do it? And if you're late, why didn't you get there on time? Like, I come from a hardcore Italian family that just doesn't give any fucks. So for me, I'm from the school of hard knocks. I know how to go to work for something and to put my all into something. I know how to do that, And anything you do 110%. That's what my grandfather always taught us, anything you do.
Or you don't do it. Like,
even if you
do something half-assed?
Even if you, 100%. Even if you're getting dressed for school, you better get dressed. You know what I mean? Like,
That's for all you kids out there watching the podcast. Shakey and my man Nick just said, get on the ball or they're going to smack the shit out of you.
That's right.
The fact.
That's right.
Because I've raised my kids in a way of this is how I was raised and this is how it's supposed to be done. Now, I'm not going to cover you every single time something happens. You need to figure it out for yourself sometimes. Now, there are some situations that, we as parents have to put our foot in there and say, hey, and lead them to the right way.
Sure.
But, it really starts from the parents.
It starts in the house, bro. It starts.
If they're allowing them to get away with shit like that, don't get mad when you're trying to get hard on them now, and then they're just looking at you like, "What are you doing?" Like, no.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like I said, we come from the school of hard knocks. Like, if you're, fucking doing something, somebody in the house is going to tell you you're doing something, and if you're not doing something, somebody's going to tell you. We don't practice. Oh, we're going to hurt his feelings if we tell him this. Like, nah. Like, we really going to hurt his feelings in 10 years if somebody don't tell him this now.
It's true, though. It's so true. My son is a really good basketball player, but when he first started shooting baskets, he wasn't good and was trying to quit. And I'm like, how else are you going to be good? You have to practice, put in work, put in the time, put in your dues. Yeah. Like, and it's from that, it starts in, just like you said, it starts in the house. Like, if you let your kid, if you're very lax and just don't implement certain things,
of course,
you're gonna the whole world's gonna grow up to be quitters.
Yeah, expect the worst. Expect the worst, man.
See, I made a mistake and it kind of reversed on me. Me and my son, we're like roasters. We like to roast each other a lot, and I created that. And I did that for a purpose.
I know you did. I didn't think that he created it, but I'm like, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Well,
listen. One of the main reasons why I did that is because I know with this whole bullying thing in school and everything, like, brother, you're gonna have to have tough skin if you're gonna walk into that jungle, and these kids are gonna talk about everything.
And that's a great lesson.
It backfired. I come home from work and I don't have hey, Dad, how was work? He comes out here like, Dad, come over here real quick. Go look at my bald ass head. I just wanted to check my hair real quick. Shit like that. He just gets me every time. But I know that, I'm trying to build him a little bit more tough of a skin because out here is brutal, man. These people don't hold back.
You're on the East Coast, right, Bob?
Yeah.
So, and I know how it is because I went to school in the fucking East Coast. What you're doing in the house, that banter, those jokes, that is building his skin to be tough for when somebody does say some real shit. So that's great stuff that you're doing. Look, when you got a great mind, you're going to implement some great stuff. I think a lot of the bad parenting that happens, that starts at the house, is from idiot fathers and idiot, mothers that really don't know enough about life to be teaching it to a gnome-sized version of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
gnome-sized version of them. That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what a great analogy.
You shouldn't be recreating the world. You know what I memean? But you got a good head on your shoulders, then you're going to implement some good stuff. So
that's a fact. That is a definite fact. That's why that boy, Shakespeare's son, that boy's going to be a singer.
Oh, I believe it.
And Daddy got that drive, man. That boy's going to be amazing.
It's fourth generation artist. Like it's in our blood. Like whether we push it or we don't, like it's in our blood. My grandfather does. My father does.
You're going
brother.
against math and science if you don't believe it, and genetics.
Facts.
Yeah.
And Vibe, I can sing just for the record. I just choose not to.
You can't sing worth a shit.
I released I farted around in the studio 2 days ago and released, but I deleted it.
Never delete. Just
me singing the Beatles yesterday.
Never delete.
I posted yesterday me singing the Beatles song yesterday, but took it down.
Nah, never delete. You want to know why? Let me explain this to you. So do you know the artist Neon Hitch? Redhead girl. Okay, so I was working with Neon Hitch. She was fucking living in my house at the time, and she was like, "Yeah, throw on one of my YouTube videos." And I was like, "I thought I knew all your YouTube videos." And she's like, "No." She's like, "I've got hundreds of YouTube videos and music videos." And I was like, "On YouTube?" And I started searching. I started finding all these hundreds, just like she said. And I was like, "You just released all this shit?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Nobody hears about the strikeout. They only hear about the home run."
Yeah.
And that changed my whole fucking life. When she said those words, it echoed through the halls that I was in. And I was like, wait. So you're right. No one hears about the strikeout. They only hear about the fucking home run. So never delete and never look back, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing. And if that strike happens, it happens. Ain't nobody saw that because it was
I'm just my biggest.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm my biggest critic.
But
I'm my biggest critic.
But being your own,
so I delete so much shit.
Don't be your own worst enemy, is what I'm saying. Just keep moving forward.
Send me the video and I'll do a reaction to it.
Without judgment. You know what I'm saying? Just don't even fuck it. Be like, just look back and be like, all right, that wasn't my motherfucking best day. That's what I do.
Facts.
It is great advice, babe. My girl's on here. Hey, baby, what's up? I'll massage your feet in a minute. If I don't, she'll smack the dog shit out of me. Not a lot. I didn't post a video for 3 days straight because she knocked me dead in the eye because I forgot something.
That's how it be sometimes.
She violent. She's gonna be pissed the fuck off because I said that, but
yeah, you didn't post because you had a black eye.
I'm just talking
war wound. It's a war wound.
She said you better.
I'm just talking shit, bro. She didn't punch me in the eye. There's no violence in my house.
No violence.
Except if you talk about something else. That's different.
But yeah, man, I'm just like hopeful and like looking forward to the future and just like, excited about, what's happening right now in the world. This Let's Go Brandon movement is just kind of like exploding all over the place. A lot of people are coming out of the woodworks.
Oh,
fantastic.
Talking about it, buying records. I've noticed a crazy surge in my Spotify numbers in the past like couple of months, and it's been beautiful. And I've been very blessed, bro. There's some patriots out there right now that seem just dedicated to helping fellow patriots, which is just mwah.
And you know what makes me excited about this whole movement?
Yeah,
is that now that the kids that are growing up and listening to this stuff, they're gonna have a better understanding on all this instead of just seeing what they see on the news or what their parents like.
Big time, totally.
And going with it, they're going to actually understand in their language, which is going to be rap or R&B or however it is that you're doing it.
100%.
And they're going to understand it more to have a better understanding of this is what we need in office. This is what we need to be running this country because it just makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what gets me excited. That's why whenever anybody pulls out any type of track that has to do with that, I'm on it 100%.
I really do respect that and love that in both of you guys, that you guys are really getting behind the movement and just promoting it and helping it grow. So I love that.
Did you see that Joe Biden telethon where he was taking phone calls and answering people's questions live on TV, and
he said, "Fuck Joe Biden."
And at the very end, the dude's like,
"Let's go, Brandon." And
let's go, Brandon. And then Joe Biden's like, "Yes, let's go, Brandon."
Yes, I did.
And his wife's like,
I saw the memes on Instagram.
No.
I didn't see the actual clip.
No.
I have to see the clip. That's
Funny
hilarious,
as
though.
hell.
Nothing he does surprises me at this point, man. To be honest with you.
Yes.
You know
Let's
what I'm
go,
saying?
Brandon. Like, you fucking retard.
You know what I'm saying? Like nothing he can do.
That's
what's up.
fucking hilarious. That is hilarious.
But like the man, I didn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, this has to be fake.
Well, like here's the thing. This is the thing that I'm like not pissed off about is that motherfuckers like me who put their like life out on the fucking line for this shit like a year ago, 2 years ago, lost money and lost opportunities in Hollywood and lost bread, lost Spotify followers, and right now it seems like all those motherfuckers are coming back tenfold. So that's what I'm not upset about at all. It's like we're getting our fucking due. People that were speaking out before it was popular. Not to like throw shade at anybody who's speaking out about it now. But I'm like, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
no, for sure. Like,
you feel me? Like,
I think for the longest time, people said this generation was the lost generation with nothing to fight for, no fight, no cause. I think that this fight and what's going on is different, but very similar to kind of what was going on during the Vietnam War days, World War II, where you had all of those protest songs, different times, different fight, but the musicians starting to get behind each other, support each other for the 100%. Cause, for the movement, for the better of mankind. And I think that finally this generation
make real music.
Finally, this generation's not lost. There is a cause and there is a fight.
Agreed.
And so I don't think I don't think the older generations can say that this is the lost generation anymore.
Not at all. Not at all. No, we're not lost at all, man. Like you know what I mean? If anything, we're found, we have leadership, and we know where we're going in the future. So it's just about, like you said, like just like in that time era where they were putting that great amount of music out, I feel like we're doing the same thing right now. So it's very similar.
We need a Woodstock. That's what we need.
100%. 100%.
Could you imagine?
Oh, Woodstock with
Woodstock prices. We need a Woodstock without Woodstock prices and without Woodstock violence.
It can't be an online digital show. Like it's gotta be like what did they did SARS stock. Like there's gotta be like
I hate the digital.
Not COVID stuff, but there's got to be a
was digital. When the COVID thing happened, I passed up every opportunity to do a digital thing just because there's no energy. I can play in my room by myself. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
No, performing in my kitchen. No,
we need tents outside. People getting muddy. You could hold off on the LSD and all that. You could have that.
It's a different emotional. It's a different emotional experience. When I'm talking to you right now, like, I mean, we're having a great conversation. I'm sure there's some energy passing through the laptop and shit, but it'd be different if I was in the living room right now. Do you understand?
No, exactly.
Like the energy of what I'm saying, the meaning of what I'm saying, the story that I just told you about my grandmama, like it'll all hit you in a different way if I'm right next to you. So that's what they're trying to rob us. You know, I don't want to get too political on here, but that they're trying to break us away from each other. You see it in the schools and everything, church and everything. They don't want us together because unified we're dangerous and divided we're weak. You know, together
but
we're
not
strong.
even. But it goes further than that because the less you're around people, the weaker your immune systems are.
Oh,
like
for sure.
If you're not getting dirty and you're not allowed to be around people and fight the cold.
I love it. No, I love it.
He's right.
It's like a Snapple fat cap.
Because if you don't touch a human being when you're first born, you will die as a baby. That's like a thing. You have to have connection with humans. You have to be touched.
That's how your body builds up antibodies to fight certain things. Like your kids need to go to fucking daycare and get sick, bring it home, so everybody in your house gets a little bit like as soon as the world opens back up, everybody's gonna get sick and they're just gonna blame it on COVID. But they're not. It's not COVID. It's fucking people have weak immune systems.
Y'all are still closed up out there?
For the most part, the kids, literally kids just started because there's no healthcare here. And like poverty is a big thing here. So the reason why I think here, like up until beginning of December, since when did the lockdowns globally start? March 2020?
I think it was March, yeah.
Like February, March 2020.
Yeah.
From February, let's say late February 2020 until December of this year, like 3 weeks ago, the Philippines was locked. Kids under 13 weren't allowed out of the house.
Dude.
And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? What do you mean?
Bullshit,
So like my son would hold the gate in front of our house and be like, outside. I want to go outside.
It's like that.
It's the saddest, but like we have a little compound here. So we got a basketball court. We got my kids can run around and have fun and play.
Cool.
And we would throw them in the car and be like, okay, we're going to the resort. Let's go 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 to the resort. Go to the beach. And there'd be like 30, 40 other families doing the exact same thing as us so like my kids aren't growing up to be antisocial and like awkward and fucking weird. But like at the same time, we got to be good parents and like protect them from like God knows what. So it's a slippery slope. And everywhere you go around the world or talk to people around the world, everybody's dealing with stuff differently, but going through the same crap.
Yeah.
So it's not just the US needs to stand up and fight. This is a global issue, and every fucking country needs to stand up. Artists from every country in the world needs to stand up, or else you're just gonna get fucking steamrolled. And I say artists because artists are the voice for the people.
Could not agree more. 100%. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll vote Shakespeare for president.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to be president. I want to be. I don't want to be. I don't want that much power. I just want to have a voice where I can like tell somebody.
Like, I'll take VP.
You're an idiot. Shut your mouth. And this is why you're an idiot. Like I just want a voice, and I want a voice where I can be heard, and I want a platform to be heard. But I don't want to be a fucking leader. I don't want that much pressure. I don't want that much power.
Well,
I don't think
here on the podcast, man. You're getting heard, and people are hearing your voice right here, brother.
Facts.
People need to open their eyes and be more woke.
Yeah, man. It's that's really what is inspiring me right now to work as hard as I am, because I was already working hard, but right now there's a special time in the world, not just in America, like you're saying, in a world where I feel like my art will really get appreciated by the right people and kind of get circulated, and there's a movement behind it, and this, that, and the third. And so I'm really pushing for those people. As an artist, you don't want to work for people that aren't going to get you or not understand what you're doing. That's like everybody's nightmare. So I'm like, let me just keep going and see what, I'm just pushing right now. But if you're waking up for this shit, I'm like, I'm delivering it, motherfucker. Here's the Grinch for Christmas. Get ready for the new year. Because Nick Nittoli's got
But your projects are lit. Like your projects are, every one that comes out, every video you drop, it's like you won up the previous one that was already lit and dope. So it's like, it's fun to get behind your music because, like, it's exciting to see what you're gonna do next, how much of the envelope you're gonna push next. Like, as a fan, it's enjoyable to see your projects and what the next project's gonna do. And
that's what's up, man. That warms my heart. That's a big part of the reason I'm doing is when I hear stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, like for me as a fan of my own shit, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to see the Grinch. I mean, for me, you gotta understand, like I'm new to the whole VFX thing. So like when she or special effects thing, when she puts me under the Grinch makeup and I turn into the Grinch, I'm like just wowed by this shit, dude. Like when I was looking at it, I was like, wait, where am I in that? Like I can't even see Nick Nittoli. I just see the Grinch, so
it's crazy how real it looks.
It's incredible, so and now that we know that we can do stuff like that, look out for more wild, crazy shit, because we're just gonna try to see what we can do next,
Did you get hit with any copyrights, or did anybody reach out to you saying like you can't use this, you can't use that character?
We got the licensed makeup, so you actually can't get that makeup straight up because she's in the game and she knew people. She was able to actually get the exact prosthetics that they used, and so we got very blessed and very lucky with that.
So you had permission beforehand?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So it was a blessing, man. We just been.
You blessed, need to you need to go back in costume and honestly do like a storybook fucking video.
Yo, so
of,
here's
like,
the thing.
you
I was
and the
I was
Grinch.
looking forward to it. I was gonna do the whole voice and everything. And the moment I got into that shit, I was like, okay, how much longer? How much longer? Because it is like you're being buried alive. Jim
Yeah.
Carrey's quote was, he was like, every day when I got on set, it was like they would bury me alive for 8 hours with the makeup. Like, it was insane. So, you know, she did it quick, but it was still like being buried alive, bro. Not fun. Couldn't
Yeah.
breathe. Like,
This is all again. We're gonna see this on your new YouTube channel.
So you're gonna see me
we're
start
gonna see
freaking
that
out
shit.
too. Yeah, you're gonna see me start freaking out in the makeup. For the most part, I was good.
Wait,
There's one part where I'm like, bitch, you're gonna have to get me out this Grinch makeup. How much longer? You know what I mean? Like, so.
Did she have to recreate the face makeup and stuff every time you put it on and took it off?
No. We just did one run. Once the makeup was on, we shot all the scenes. As she had to do a few touch-ups after I sweat and stuff. She had to fix it, but we knocked it out in one like sitting. Yeah, it was, dude. When you see, like, it's way too much makeup to redo. Fuck that. Oh, I'll never do the Grinch again.
Do you keep your costumes from your music videos?
She wanted to, but that Grinch hair started getting everywhere. I found Grinch hair in my ass one night. I was like, baby, we gotta throw this. We gotta throw.
That man woke up and he said, "I'm turning into the Grinch." Literally. I got hair in my ass.
No, I kind of wanted to get the Grinch out, man. Like, it was a lot to be under the makeup.
Did you keep the face at least?
We kept like little parts of the prosthetic for the face. She's got them somewhere.
Dope. That's sick.
But yeah, never again. If you do the Grinch once, that's the one time you do the Grinch in your life. I promise you. It's hairy and shit. Like, nah, bro.
Was it worse? So I'm guessing it's worse doing the Grinch makeup than it was doing the Freddy Krueger one.
Yeah, way worse. Way worse. I'll take Freddy over Grinch any day, man.
So I guess you're not going to be doing the Cat in the Hat anytime soon.
You know what it is right now? Is you
Brother, oh my God, you have to do it. You
would think that, but here's the problem with the Cat in the Hat. You got to hit something where the kids know it. And I mean, not like your kids. I mean, 14 to 20, 21. And
dude, I read Dr. Seuss for my kids every fucking night. They know.
Them kids, man.
They know. Or do it's like thing one and thing two.
But you'd be surprised by what kids know. Like, they didn't know who Beetlejuice was. They didn't know who the Joker was. And she did great makeup. So when I'm telling you, like, you have to get something that's in their realm right now, it's difficult. Because I don't,
Man, fuck them kids. I don't want to see it, man.
That's where the money and the views are, though, bro.
All right, so then just do it for me.
Just for you, okay? All right, we'll just survive.
I promise I won't show it to nobody.
Yeah, it's hard, man. You got to think of something that's like maybe they brought back. We did Ghostbusters already, but they just brought Ghostbusters back. So now they're reintroducing it to a younger audience. So now the old heads and the young heads can fuck with it. Plus, they did that female one. Right. But there aren't that many that are like that fall in that category. And I already did Ghostbusters. So when you think about it, it gets hairy. No pun intended with the Grinch, but it does. It's hard to come up with something fresh,
It gets hairy like the hair in your ass, buddy.
You know what I mean?
That's lit, though. The fact that you have that in your back pocket and
Big
in your
time.
arsenal, like, is so sick.
Oh, bro,
so
we're making movies. This shit was a movie to me. Every time I see it, I'm like, wow, that looks like the Grinch movie. I don't know how we did that in a
it
fucking
literally
movie.
does, though. It really does.
It's identical to the images of a fucking book.
Listen, I am the most humble and most egotistical motherfucker that ever existed. I know it looks like that. Believe me.
Yeah,
so,
I was just fucking stunned. I was like, man, here he goes again, trying to show the fuck off.
Yeah,
over here. That fucking video.
The last time you were on here, you hinted about it. Like, you didn't even tell us. You said just wait till Christmas.
Oh, I didn't say the Grinch?
No, you said I got something big for Christmas coming up.
And I'll tell you why, Shakes. I'll tell you why. Because I didn't want to let anybody, because I know I'm just pretty sure that you guys have a couple of rap connoisseurs, or at least people that know people in the hip hop community watch your show. So I didn't want to let anybody have any ideas to do the Grinch. And I won't name any names, but somebody after my Grinch came out popped up with a Grinch. And then somebody else popped up with another Grinch. So I found there were like 3 or 4, but they all dropped after mine. So I just found that to be special. Like, I don't know.
Can I mention? Can I mention one of those names?
Show, baby.
All right, because I caught on to that when I did your reaction to yours.
Yeah, I was first this year. That's for damn sure.
Literally 2 days later, there was a certain gentleman called Dax. They did a Grinch song.
Okay,
literally 2 days after you.
I wasn't referring to that one. There was another one that dropped like right after mine. Go on Spotify right now and just look at the Grinches that are out and look at the upload dates because they dropped it right after mine. It's cool. It is what it is, you know. It's all right.
They makeup game wasn't on point though.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It wasn't.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's trash. All of them.
Brap.
All of them are trash. And I don't like somebody tell me to stop talking about shit.
It's all love. When I'm doing something, I don't want to like, you know, give something away so that somebody capitalizes off of an idea that I had or, you know, like a lot of people did the Grinch before, but to do it right now with the whole you know, Democrats stealing Christmas thing, that was really fresh in my mind. I didn't want somebody to steal that. So that's why I kept it.
Wow.
Well,
this next thing that I got coming out, this next thing I can't talk about, I'm just gonna repeat that this is the biggest thing I've ever this is the biggest thing I've ever done.
Man, call me after, man. Call me after and tell me. I won't tell nobody, I promise.
I'm not even telling my mom. You did me earlier, nigga. I'm not talking to anybody.
He said he didn't even tell his mom. He's not even telling his family.
I'm just here to bother you with it. That's all I'm here to do.
Well, man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna hunt you down in your DMs. I'm gonna be all over your shit. In the next couple of days, it's gonna be bad for you. Turn your phone off. I'm just forewarning you right now.
Yeah,
okay, so I don't want you to touch on it, but how far into the new year can we expect this if everything comes to fruition the way you have it planned?
Yeah, it's gonna crack like right away. Like I just got the word that it's gonna like crack like right after the new year.
So like in a week.
Yeah.
Can't wait a week, man.
Fuck.
Fuck that bullshit.
At least you're starting off the new year with a fucking bang. Whatever it is you're doing, whatever you're
this one I was blessed from the gods above, man. I don't know how it happened, but it just happened. So.
Oh, do you smell that? That's fucking Nick Nittoli's gonna have a third Shakey Vibe interview. That's what that is.
The great reveal. Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to talk about this after it comes out.
Like, yes, we will.
Yeah.
It's so good that you're going to be setting off 2022 like right and proper, man.
Likewise. I know you guys are doing it too, man. So it's all blessed. We're all blessed.
I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here with my man Nick. Nick, always fire talking to you, brother.
Likewise.
Always fire, man.
Always fun. Always fun, guys.
But hopefully we can get you back up here third time after your reveal that you don't want to fucking tell me.
Yeah.
And whatever, it's all good.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it for sure.
Angel's in the house.
Angel, you late, brother. We've been here for 2 hours.
Has it been 2 hours? Oh my God. Man, time flies when you smoke weed.
That's what I'm saying, man. This is the chill session. We've literally had guests since you were on the show that told us we're only gonna give you like an hour.
Right.
And before we go on, I'm like, Ray, $10 says it's an hour and a half, 2 hour episode.
It just flies. Episode. Time flies, man.
It's a chill session. We shoot the shit. We have fun, and it's like
100%.
Man, we appreciate you being on here.
Honestly, man, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's so chill. These are the only kind of things that I'll do is if I can just jump on in a beanie and a white tee and just hang out with some people that are real and not gonna ask me some fucking whack shit that I want to answer or say. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's rare. It's fucking rare. So I appreciate you guys, man. It's fun.
Man, Angel, you're late. Fuck you. Guys, thank you so much. Nick, you the fucking man. I appreciate you coming down here, brother.
Thanks for having me.
We will catch you on the next one. Shakespeare and me, we're going to send out the next Shakey Vibe podcast. Nick Nittoli, sir, thank you so much once again. You are the shit. I'm excited.
Appreciate you, fam. You already know, man. You already know.
And if one day, sometime before, if you feel like you need to tell me something, hit me up.
I'll let you boy.
If I get the news that it's like just about to drop, I might let you guys get a sneak preview or something. But I just want to thank you guys again for having me and thank all your viewers. And I appreciate you guys. Let's do it again sometime.
Hell yeah.
Happy New Year, man. And I'll DM you before your birthday, wishing you happy birthday.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
be
that.
safe. Have fun.
Have a good one, guys.
Podcast. We out.
Talk to y'all soon.
Peace.